Yes, it has more crit chance. Yes, it has more crit multiplier. Yes, it has more status. It reloads quicker. It has a bigger magazine. But all of these things don't add up to a good weapon if you nearly half the damage. It's going from 560 slash to... Wow. You have to remember as well, the reason that I'm saying this isn't because, oh, it can be made into a good weapon. No. Yes and no. It's a shotgun. And finally one with no former in it. Yes. I've been looking for that. Which means that, yes, you can increase the damage. There is crit mods for damage. Primed mods. Primed crit mods. Yes. And yes. Oh yes, that's about it. You can increase the damage on it. You can increase the multi-shot. Because it's a shotgun, multi-shot will be better. And even though people are, like they did with the Kuva Drakgoon, going to get at me for not 100% statusing this weapon, yeah, I did throw Primed Ravage in with a bit of blunderbuss for some crit chance, have yet again Blaze, Vicious Spread, Vigilant Armament. I go for multi-shot when it comes to shotguns, because, well, it increases damage. Multi-shot, shotguns have lots of pellets. Increasing multi-shot increases those pellets, increases damage. It's kind of a no-brainer. But this is where people got at me about the kohm, and coming back and actually playing with the Drakgoon a bit more, I said the kohm, that yes, in keeping the fire or the trigger held for that, increases the fire rate, increases the amount of pellets that come out of it, which is why I had multi-shot on it. Kind of didn't know that I needed to mention this, because it's how the kohm works, but apparently I did, because a lot of people went a bit mental at me for not mentioning that, and I said that the Drakgoon is better. It does more damage. This is kind of true. Even if you have the kohm at full fire rate, I was going to say blast, but it didn't seem right. If you have it at full fire rate, stop, fire one round, which still has all of the perks of it going at full rate, it does not do as much damage as the Drakgoon. If you fire it once from starting, it still doesn't do as much damage as the Drakgoon for one round. The kohm, yeah, coming back and actually using the Drakgoon, I 100% completely agree with everybody. The kohm, the Kuva Drakgoon, works so differently to this. Yes, with this thing having the massively increased charge rate, meaning that it charges insanely quickly. I mean, it's just kind of insane how quickly this thing actually charges. You can spam fire this thing with a wide burst at close range. For long range, you can charge it really quickly and land kind of precision shots at range. But for straight up damage, while this thing only has a magazine of 11 and a reload of 2.0, the kohm will just keep firing and get faster as you basically run out of ammo on this and have to start reloading it. The kohm continues to fire, meaning yes, the kohm to a single enemy over time will deal way more damage than this when you get into the higher level stuff that this will probably have already killed anyway. It's just really down to which one you prefer. I honestly could not decide between the two when it came to trying to do this video. The kohm is good in its own right. It has a big magazine, it fires a lot, but the Drakgoon is still the Drakgoon. It has more damage and a little bit more range. Punch through, and one perk that everybody completely forgot about. The flak rounds bounce, which means you can fit this mod here. Fomorian Accelerant. Flak now bounces up to 4 times and travels 60% faster, which means that the rounds you shoot out of the end will get to their target faster and deal probably about the same amount of damage, but they bounce. And it's the bouncing around of these that make the Dragoon, I really don't want to say good, but good. Because it is. Yes, crit works really well, but, and I'm only mentioning this because somebody is going to go to the comments section and say it, status also works really well. Of course, when I was up against the Corpus, I should have just done this, and the Corpus would have gone out so much easier, but I didn't. I stupidly left it as corrosive. The only reason I don't have the dual status heat mod here is because it's only 0.6% away from 100%, and I didn't notice any difference between having that in there and the other one for the status actually taking effect, but I did notice a lack of damage actually being dealt. So I left that in there. I also left Primed Ravage in here because it did increase the crit multiplier for when it does crit. It does still have a 21% crit, and with that multi-shot in there, kind of increasing the chance to have the crit hits and that multi-shot, there's enough rounds come out of this that really crit works really well, but status works just as well. But because this does way more crit, this little bit of status has been added onto it. Yes, it has radiation. I, as with every single one of my weapons, added corrosive to it. The radiation and the corrosive are just... If it wasn't for the status side of it, with it having the 30% status chance as its base stat and the 21% crit chance, this thing really would have sucked over the normal one with the noticeable damage difference. Once you start to notice it's hitting for more crit, you see more status kicking in, and then you realise, it's actually theoretically doing more damage because it's taking armour off quicker, it's making them fight amongst themselves because of the radiation, and it's critting for more, and it's critting for a higher multiplier, which meant that, well, this thing, one of the surprising Kuva weapons, turned out to be quite powerful. And after coming off the back of just getting and finishing, actually 2 missions before I got this, the Quartak, yeah, I think I'll leave the Quartak where it is and start using the Drakgoon more, at least until I get the Ofcorse or the Kohm. Then I may start using them more, but they will kill you more than they will kill enemies, so this, I may be using this for quite a while to come. Possibly. Because hunting Kuvas means that the normal weapons I run are just for kind of normal missions. They are all useless when it comes to Kuva hunting, so this, actually a great change to be able to deal damage to things. Because since the Kuva weapons came out, I've been using them rather than what I normally use. I don't think I've used the Catch Moon actually, since I made the video that said the Catch Moon is just as good as it was before, it's just a range thing, and everyone went, oh yes, but the punch through's been destroyed, the punch through's been destroyed. This thing, with punch through, it has 1.5 inert punch through, which is more than enough. And I liked this weapon when it came out. It was an Unreal Tournament throwback. It's the flak cannon. I cannot actually remember the correct name of it in the game, but it was one of the best weapons to get in the original Unreal Tournament and even Unreal Tournament 2003. So I was looking forward to this the first time it came around, and now that it's slightly better, even if it may do a little bit less base damage, kind of glad to have this thing back again. But anyway, we'll leave this off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch yous next time.